Hello and welcome. Today we're going to attempt to build this. Managed to pick one of these up in store. What a beautiful looking thing it is. And of course, I will be sharing all of the bits and pieces as I normally do on the Lego website with the instruction manual. I managed to pick up anything on day 2 of obviously the new Lego releases. If you've gone into, say, for example, Smith's today and places like that, we will be taking a good look at that because they've got a lot of new stock now. Smith's, John Lewis and Argos, and we'll be covering those sorts of things. Sort of, this is basically just going to be a background build. So that's what this is going to be. Now, there is 1 or 2 new things on the Lego website. 2, might just be 1 new thing to put out on the Lego website. So they are a conveyor belt, aren't they? So they never stop. I think it's just the new wreath. I think that's all it is. So that is it. So you've got a spring wreath this time. So the Christmas one's gone, and they've now given us this with some Easter eggs and all that kind of thing. I didn't even know that this was a type of thing, to be honest. That is how well educated I am. Congratulations, Ollie. Hello to you. Your Lego has been shipped. So do you have a due date for that? Because that'll be good. Shibo, good evening. So I've got a couple of things to cover. I'm going to try and open this up if we get a chance. But I have also got all of the BAM stuff, which is nice, which is I'm going to start with. Then, of course, I'll show the giveaway because for in case people are wondering, I ran to the till to get one of these. So I've been given a horse, which is always exciting. So we've got the BAM minifigures to start with, in between looking at all of the bits and pieces that have been updated on the Smiths, Argos, John Lewis UK website. I do my best to try and involve America as well, because of it's not as easy for me to find the website as what it is. Lego website, but this, of course, is now a new thing that is on the Lego website. Thank you to everybody that has liked the video already. If you are watching this on the replay, quite simply, what do you think is going to be the strongest theme of 2026? Now, I put a couple of bits and pieces together. Got Lord of the Rings and Pokemon. That's a good combination. The Speed Champions Lego City, Ninjago as a standalone, and then Lego Ideas / Icons. So get your votes in. Let us know what you think. Mr. J's Toy Collection UK has had an absolute screamer of a day. I will let him give hints of what happened, and I will share the full story in a little while. But I'm glad somebody is quite happy, which is good. So good evening to Shibo, good evening Ultra Bricks, good evening Scrap Daddy, Ozzy, and Jay. Hello to everybody. Hopefully you are all good. So like I said, I'm going to start off with these, but in between doing this, we're also going to check what's new on the UK websites like John Lewis, because obviously that's today's day, isn't it? So myself and Jay went to a Lego store today, and we went to Smith's, and Smith's have got, and they had double digits of these still available in store. There was loads and loads and loads of them. So we will be obviously building this in the background like we always do. Anything that you're waiting for, anything that you've picked up today, anything that you've got, because I saw Scrap Daddy's daughter, I do believe, has picked up all of the CMF wave, which is exciting. So I can get them up on the screen now. Is this thing just here. So we saw these in store and how they were doing the stuff in store today. It was an opening day for cribs, and they had all of these basically in the middle of the store, and it was absolutely fine. Easy. So Brickford, good evening. How are we? Well, I know, there it is. You missed out on your horse because you wanted 2 of these, didn't you? I have it. I've even got a to and from written on it, Shibo. So I've got the horse, and of course, let's not forget there is that came with this. So I did manage to get the parade car, which is nice and exciting. So fun fact for everybody: it's gone now, but in store, if you got the Creel House, you still got given that set. So a little bit different, but basically, long story short, also shout out to everyone yesterday who was in the queue, saw it today as well. Yeah, exactly. So Jay went to the Lego store in Bristol yesterday, had an absolute disaster. Tagged along with me this morning to go to a different Lego store. Really smooth, really well run, especially for a newer store as well. And yeah, it was all good. Scrap Daddy managed to get 2 horses. Sheba wanted 2 but couldn't. Bakupa, hello to you. How are we? I think that's how I say your name. So I'm so sorry if I butchered that one. But yes, all good at this end. So I'm going to start off with these, which is these up. But I have absolutely no idea if they're all in there because of how everything happened today. So we will see. Good evening, Cheeky Monkey. Now, anybody that is on the channel and has not seen that name before, that is Jay's much better half, and also got stood up in the freezing cold weather yesterday, drove the man to the store, came back empty-handed. So I had to take him up today just to try and cheer him up because he was in a foul mood yesterday. Yeah, it's all right. Not a problem. As long as I can make him happy for you. But yeah, it was a very, very good experience. So yeah, it was good fun with regards to that. But I will share the link because I can and I will. If you've not caught the little video that I uploaded like 2 hours or so ago, there is a full Lego store of me and Jay going to the store in Bristol. And the right at the very start of the store of the video, sorry, there is. Let me do this. Where are we? We're in this one, aren't we? So in here, if I just put it in the chat now, the first couple of minutes of this video, it says to everybody, close. I'm close enough. I abbreviate everything. So I'm going to start. I'll start calling you like Bat Ooper or something just to be really awkward. So yeah, I do it with everybody. So don't worry. It wasn't too bad. Oh, we must have been in the queue at the same time then. Because the equivalent queue of the store today compared to yesterday would have been all the way to Marks and Spencer's. So that's the difference. So yeah, I'm just building up these to start with. And like I said, we will potentially tuck into this, but I do want to do a little bit of research with everybody with regards to what UK store now has new Lego stock as well. And if I get the first bag of that built, then fine, and I'll just carry on with that tomorrow. Once I've done this, I'll show you off the little haul that I managed to get. But yes, so Jay, who did not have a very good day yesterday, just for breakdown in communication with all sorts of different bits and pieces, managed to come with me today. We were in a queue, like everybody else was in the queue, and had no intention. That was his words. He was not going to get it. He was in that much of a bad mood. He said, "It is what it is, not to be," and all that kind of thing. And there was plenty of them in store. The video that I just put in the link, there was 60 giveaway purchases. And Jay chilled out with me for a good probably 5 minutes. We're just looking around. We're the only two that were shopping. That was a crazy thing. We're the only two that were shopping. Everybody else was running in, and they were doing the bits and pieces. And then Jay went back as I started to speak to the member of staff about these things, and said, "I'm just going to try it." Join the queue, and then came back with a massive grin on his face, which is good to see. So that's what it's all about, isn't it? So that's the first. That's the first one. So that's Lloyd. So this is the new 15-year anniversary. I will do a proper video on these tomorrow. But what you've got to be careful of is that you make sure you get Lloyd's eyes, because Lloyd is the only one that's got green eyes. And obviously he has got his child legs and he has got the alternating face. But the print and all of these are really, really nice. So yeah, it's definitely worth picking these up. So I was the first person to put these together and buy a wave of them. Not a single person picked up a minifigure while me and Jay were in the store. That was what it was about. The Stranger Things, they were physically running to get the Creel House. Because there was 60, like I said, there was 60 giveaways available. There was more, I think, from what I can gather. I think I might have said it wrong in the videos. I think in the video I said it was 60, they had 60 of each. But I think there might have been other people in the queue with it in the hand, and so they had 60 giveaways and more than 60 sets, I think. But it is what it is, and it looks like a lot of people were happy. But it sold out within 70 minutes. So 10 past, opening at 9:30. Was it 9:30? Yeah, 9:30, 10:30. So it would have been 20 to 11, I guess. It was just after an hour, because I remember talking to Jay about it. So it didn't take that long for us to get into store. So that was okay. That was okay. Yeah. So Jay joined the queue, and there was 13 giveaways left, and we were the third wave into the store. So yeah, third wave into the store. So that's not too bad. Now, the reason why I'm putting these together is I am making sure that they've got all the accessories there. So this happy chappy, obviously in the show, he is a full-blown chef and he likes his pies. So he comes with his pie. Now, Lloyd, because he was a right troublemaker, it's always the case, isn't it? The one that's a right troublemaker becomes the hero. He's got his slingshot because that's what he used to use originally before he mastered his spinjitzu. So that's those two. And then we've got the others to make up. And then we'll take a look at the other little bits and pieces that are going on, which is always good fun. But yes, I think Jay has summed that up. What a day. So I'm glad. I'm glad Ooper. That's what I might call it. So Opper. My Opper. B Opper. There we go. That's it. I'll call you B Opper. I just miss out the AK. That's it. So hopefully you've got all the bits and pieces that you wanted as well. Risk it for a biscuit. Strange Things and giveaway now $3.50 on eBay. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Ooper. Ooper. Yeah. Oh, I just make it up as I go. Don't worry. So we're now making Nia. She's the one in the middle who actually has really, really nice print. Now, because of how they had it in the store, they had all the heads with all the heads and everything else, but it wasn't in the circle. So when you see the video, you'll see me pan across all of these pieces. So me and the member of staff, who was fantastic, by the way, we literally just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, put it in the box, 7 torsos, 7 different accessories. So I'm just assuming that all the accessories are here. So that's why I'm actually doing this, because if they're not, then I have plenty of time to pick up an accessory or the correct headpiece or whatever it is. But some of these do have dual faces, which is again pretty cool. So she's got her piece, the full print of this one, very, very clean. And then you've got the full print on the back with the head. So that's not too bad whatsoever. So yeah, you got to pick up these obviously from the actual Lego store itself. Definitely worth picking up, because they had plenty of them. They had plenty of them there. It's just making sure you know what they are, because there wasn't a picture with them. There wasn't a picture with any of these. So yeah, she's got her undercover hairpiece on. What's she got? So she's got a golden sword, and Pixel has like a translucent orange sword, I'm assuming. Right, at the moment we're 3 for 3, which is good. Pixel's up next. Pixel was the easier one to find because it was all purple with the white head, so you can't really go too wrong trying to find Pixel. She's got really nice. Oh, she's dual fit. She's dual print as well. Print on is this one. So she's got that on the back, that on the front. So they're nice. They're good characters to add into the collection. And then of course she's got the silver hairpiece. But if you have picked anything up, let me know, because I've got the Lego website open in the background. I can easily find the Lego sets that you've picked up, or what is it you're waiting for. I'm surprised that they haven't uploaded more than the one image for the Lego website for next month, which means we might get bombarded soon with different bits and pieces. But yeah, it is obviously how it all works. It's just a bit weird, crazy. So yeah, that's what's she holding. Oh, she's got the orange one, isn't she? Yeah, so that's a nice translucent piece on that one. So we've got 3 different swords. We've got a golden sword, a nice translucent orange. Should be coming through at the bottom. Yeah. It's actually quite cool. It's got a load of little bubbles on the inside of it, so I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. So Jay says the rumor for February is Pokemon. So that is an interesting rumor because if it is Pokemon, they're not going to show that off until the start of February for end of February. So they will be bombarding us with all of the start of February releases now, won't they? That's what they're gonna do. Right, Daryl, with his massive trophy. This is obviously the karate trophy, isn't it? In his room where he can't do karate for anything. He is a good character though, and he's in his I've had an accident brain as well. He's got his smirky face. Yep. And hopefully, yep, amazing. We have got the correct hairpiece. What I will catch back up with the chat in a second. So that is this one. So he looks cool. And that is Pixel's sword. So again, you can only get these from the Lego store at the moment. There are seven of these to collect, and of course, each one has an accessory and different hairpiece and that kind of thing. So it's always nice just to add people into the display, isn't it? All right, let me catch back up the chat on with everything. So, right, bear with me. We saw the chat from yesterday. I got the last one just after 10:30. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so 10:30 was the last one. So, hour then. That was it. One hour, and it was done for. Shiba says, I picked the characters display yesterday as my first ever Ninjago set. And to say I started to check out the Legacy First Series show, thanks to Matt. Well, because it's the... trying to think, how many seasons is that, Shibo? Because it might be worth you doing because the Legacy line is a redo of the original stuff. So that's what they did. So they did I say it's a redo. Obviously, they've not done these, but Ninjago Legacy, because it should be the Masters of Spinjitzu is the one that you want to watch, because I think there's like 13 seasons of that, and then it takes you into the Rising Dragon. Because I think the Legacy one's a different, not a different arc, but I think it might tell a different story. So just let us know what the first episode was. I'm going to Google that just to make sure that you're not going down the wrong path. But yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Ninjago really is a rabbit hole. So hopefully you enjoy that. But like I said, if you just wanted to watch the modern Rising Dragon, so you're up to date with the new Lego sets, you could watch all of those because it doesn't matter, and then go all the way back to the beginning and learn how they became where they got to. So, I got to buy the Nia Pixel and the Oni version of Mistake yet, but I brought already the 4-weapon blacksmith and the ninja character display. Well, that is a great set because it is this one just here. So this set is much heavier than what I thought it was going to be, and the box artwork is fantastic on this one. You can see you've got all the bits and pieces on the side, so you should absolutely love this. So this is a really nice thing. Of course, this is shown in the first episode. So if you recognize this set, Shibo, you are watching the correct show, because I think this is from the pilot episode, if I remember rightly. So I think that's the case. Hopefully I'm not giving everybody the wrong the wrong information. Pretty sure that is what that is. But yeah, obviously the characters in store, you've got plenty of time to get them, so there's not a massive panic. But yeah, they're special characters from over the wave. I basically got all of the 15th anniversary sets today, so I was a bit greedy. I got one of each, and I'm happy. Yeah, it is from the pilot. Yeah, that's it. I'm just making sure that Shibo... there we go. That's it. Fine. You're on it then, Shiba. That's the correct one. It's just that on the UK TV, it's called Masters of Spinjitzu, I do believe. And there's like 12, 13 seasons. That is the first one, so that's fine. So that blacksmith that's why this set's important. So just be careful, because this is obviously the best version of this that they've ever done. But like I said, if you wanted to do the Rising Dragon show, because there's only 3 seasons of that, and they're only 20. They're shorter episodes as well. They're only 20 minutes. That is much more sort of Marvel, Mortal Kombat kind of gist with all of the crazy minifigures that you can get at the moment. And the only reason I'm saying if you wanted to watch it now is because the sets are on such a fast turnover. If there's anything that you do like this, and it sells out, by the time you probably got to the Rising Dragon show, all of series 3, 2, 1, maybe even 4 and 5, by the time you get there, would have all been sold out. You might have to backtrack them. So I'm just making you aware, just in case. So yeah, Jay did. Well, Jay's bought everything basically. So I would recommend Strange Things, a truly excellent show if you like anything 80s. So yes, this is the. So I've got the up and running, and I've also got this. So this is pretty cool actually, because this is the instructions to this set. Now, I haven't gone through them properly. Look for is what have they done at the start, and you can see the difference. So as you come through, look how you can see you've got the. It is based on a monastery set that you could buy. You can still get it. It's not actually too expensive. It's just like an awkward shape. So they've used the back of this one. So in case anybody wonders what this is based on, that's why I really like the look of it. And obviously it's up on a mountain, and you can see you've got the characters from the show and yada, yada, yada. But if we come back, that's a very, very cool bit of artwork up on there. I'm not going to spoil it for people that haven't actually seen it yet, but that's a pretty cool thing. And I'm hoping, obviously the language is, we can work it out. We can work out what the language is. So it's not a problem. So we can do that. But there's your figures. So you can see how those figures work. So you've got 2011, 2012, 2026. You can see the difference in those. So yeah, the figures that are in this new set, they do look very, very good indeed. So as the poll is ticking over, 11 votes in at the moment, 55% for Lord of the Rings Pokemon, 36% for Ninjago, 9% for Speed Champions Lego City. To be fair, going by how fast the Speed Champion sets have been selling out, it's what they wanted to do. I really think that they could do very, very, very well if they wanted to. If it depends on how many more Speed Champions sets that they're going to release later on. Good evening, 321. So you can see Upa. I just make everybody's name up as we go. Any joy or update on your sets on the way? I've never seen Ninjago or Stranger Things. Well, Scrap Daddy, if you have got, obviously Netflix is Netflix, which you've got to pay for. But if you've got the ITVX app, you can just watch that free. And it's a really good show. Like I said, start off with the Rising Dragon. If you like it, go all the way back to the beginning, and then you figure out the last 15 years, basically. So, yeah. But it is a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. Waiting on the Creel house to be shipped. Well, Jay has one in hand today. Went into the Lego store. He's managed to grab himself one, and he is absolutely loving life, as long as his partner is not blaming me for everything. That'll be good. Ooh, also sent you a mail with an update on myself. Ooh, okay. I will have a look see. Of that. I'll carry on putting these together. Yeah, that's it. So that's how I watch it. It's just on ITVX. So on ITVX, they have got the Rising Dragon, which is the new show, which is because what I made the mistake of is I started to watch the TV show ages ago, and then I started to rewatch it when the Rising Dragon came out to make sure I could remember everything. But how the first episode of Rising Dragon starts, it doesn't matter. And then I missed out on a lot of the first Rising Dragon's wave. So I'm not going to make that mistake. So yeah, it's just a really easy watch. But yeah, it's very Marvel-esque type, again, sort of calm down Mortal Kombat with their powers and all that kind of stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So you can look at it from an adult or a kid's perspective. And of course, if you like dragons, you're going to be laughing, aren't you? Yeah, so I'm seeing everybody sell bars at the moment. So Apparently, I'm the only one voting. Well, somebody's got to vote for it. It depends on what else they're going to release this year, though, because the obviously the is that the right one? Oh, yes, it is. I think it's really hard to see. Yeah, I'm assuming so. It's just a small face on there. So yeah, it looks like it is. She's got she's got a ratchet. Yeah, we're doing good so far. We got them all. We've got every single figure so far. So we've got every accessory. We've got every single piece. Let me just share with you. We've got one more to carry on with. So yeah, she looks great. This is the first time they've done her in this form as well. And of course you got him with the pie. And that's a good fun couple of episodes. You can see though how they can make so many sets when you start watching the actual show. You're just like, oh right, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that's a set. That'd be a set. Oh, there's 5 more sets coming. So yeah, you can see how they all do it. But yeah, yeah, so look into that, Scrap Daddy. Jay says, weird that the extra giveaway was in store but excluded from Strange Things Online. Yep, that's it. So I have just bombarded you guys and girls in the chat with the Lego store video. So there it is again. So at the very, very start of that, if you get chance to watch it later on, as you pan across, you see the giveaway that Jay's talking about is this thing just here, and that is that was in store, included with the Creel House, but excluded online. So I think people were very happy to get that in store, and it's an extra bit. I've checked now, and actually my 4 weapons blacksmith is going to arrive tomorrow. Well, that is on a back order now in the UK. So if you're from America, it went on back order. I think it's gone on back order as well. So you must have got that straight away, which is really, really, really quick, which is good. My tactic was just to pick them up from store today, because we're spoiled with Smiths. So swallow my tonsils. Oh, what a cool. He does look very cool. Yeah, so with the you getting the blacksmith, you've timed that very, very well, because I was going to get them from Smith's today. I am literally joking at the moment over nothing. I don't know why. I'm so excited and happy. Oh dear. Right, that might be live keeling over in a second. So that's the last one. So that's number 7. He got me that excited and he swallowed my own throat. So that's what this looks like. And yeah, it's got the sort of Daredevil horns, it's just in black, isn't it? So you can't go too wrong. So yeah, that's all of them. So they got one last look before I start putting them back in the box. So there's Lloyd with his. I'm really happy all the accessories are with them, because that would have been a right swine. Because obviously you forget one thing. I love the fact he's got a trophy. His trophy that was never. They're all fake trophies as well, by the way. She looks great with her translucent sword. I might pick up some more pies. I think those pies are pretty a big element for something that's so small. So, and then yeah, you got her with the ratchet. So you can't. That's it. And they just come in a little box, just like so. Thanks very much. And really awkward that there's 7, because you buy them in pairs. You buy them in 3s. So it's not ideal, but you know, it is what it is, and they're all there and they're all done, and you know, such is life. But that is that. So I will, I think, open up set, but I want to show off. I'll show off the stuff first, and then we'll cut in there. No, that was I don't know what that orange passion. That was dreadful. That drink. Oh, European pre-order. Oh, amazing. Yeah, because your pre-order should arrive. Well, it will arrive before people staying up from midnight to get it. So you didn't have that all hassle. A lot of the stuff in Europe is 30, 60 or 80 days for the Ninjago stuff. So it's really, really good that you've managed to get that. Jay says, got Ninjago choking to death. Well, if any, we used to do this on Instagram. So when I used to do something really stupid on Instagram Live, and I was actually moving my Lego room around, if I had to climb onto a table and it was going to be classed as a near-death experience, what people started to write in the chat of what set they wanted. I'm like, yeah, thanks, thanks very much. Right, so website is up and running. Let me know what it is that you are waiting for. So for myself, what I have got, because I am greedy, is I do have this thing that we are going to be building, but obviously this is past the 80-day mark. So the fact that this is past the 80-day mark and I've got this in my hand, you know, it's just proves how popular some of these sets are. It's like the video so far. Thank you very much. Jay gets it straight and knew it was going to be you first. And I knew what set you were going to be after as well. So yeah, this is obviously out of stock in the UK at the moment, as is the blacksmith, which, to be honest, I am shocked by how big that box is, because it doesn't look. It looks big, don't if I say, you know what I mean, with regards to like the photos and stuff. But if I put both of these boxes together, so if I just do this, and I put this one like that, and I put this one like that, it's the size difference is nuts between the two. And on the website, it doesn't look like it's that much. So yeah, I was quite surprised. And this is honestly, it's got quite a bit of weight. So I'm assuming it's it is. I was going to say, I wonder if it's got a lot of instruction booklets. Obviously, there's 4 separate instruction booklets in it. So yeah, so that's those. And then Jay's just thrown me. Jay has something in his hand. What it said then, I thought he had something strange in his hand, but it's Stranger Things. I thought he was getting a little bit too excited. Forgot to say, Goose, right. I'm not even going to read it. I'll read it in a second. I'll just get straight on there. Get it up. Goose Lego, because that is. So, of course, don't forget UK, again, Europe as well. They've now updated everything. Everything. So we're on the Argos website. Forgot to say, Argos have updated their deal picked for the Italian Riviera, 30% off today. Got it for 175. They have a few things off at 30. Right, what stuff do they have off at 30%? So they've got 2 for 15s. 25. That didn't take long, did it? 25% off that. More 2 for 15s. So they've got the artwork in. Look, so they've got the cherry block, and that's out of stock over there as well. The Krusty Burger, if you waited for the Krusty Burger, that is probably going to be 110, £100. But of course, it came with the giveaway, didn't it? So Jaws again out of stock. That's out of stock. The minifigures have gone as well. Somebody sent me a voice note about those minifigures because they're cheaper. The Spideyverse have dropped down to £2.80. Obviously, there's the others much older as well. 2 for 15, 2 for 15, 2 for 30, 2 for 15. Let's go by highest. We like to cheat, don't we? High to low. We all like to look at things that we can't afford. So we know that is. So you get 30% off now the floating boat. Good grief, there's two big deals on those two. That wasn't 30% off the other day for the boat. So Toys 30, you get 30% off at Argos for 3 big sets. So that's really good going. So if you've managed to pick those up, been waiting on a good sales in the US for 3 months. Well, John, I think this is the problem, John. Like, this isn't another sale that's just started today, and it's just a Friday. So it's nothing. Soundwave is in a great Argos deal. I'll have a read of that in a second. Let's go back through. Upa, I pre-ordered it from Europe. Ultra Bricks. Not been to Cribs. Nice video. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, it was very, very well done today, because they let a load of people in to start with. They all got the sets that they wanted. They formed a queue to the side of the store, as you saw, and then it was couple in, couple of out. And there was enough room so you could shop from the middle all the way to the left, or the stuff that you wanted on the right hand side. Everybody that was sensible just joined the queue and then just picked it up as they went through. So yeah, credit to them in Cribs. That was a really, really very good thing. Jay wants to go specify House of a keel over. We're now looking at Argos, because that's what we're going to be doing this evening as well. just going through other sites. I might not even get this open, so it might be false advertising. I might not even start it, but it is what it is, isn't it? It doesn't matter. I've done the minifigures, so you can at least say I've done a thing this evening. So Samwise we'll take a look at. Been waiting on good sales for John. Ninjago was next to Lord of the Rings at the Lego store. That blacksmith bot made by yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it? So like the Lord of the Rings eyeball box is just monstrous as well. The castle is a solid deal for 167. I know. It's I thought that's just recently come. We clicked on this one yesterday, didn't we? And that wasn't in the sale. So this is the problem. You've got to be careful because what happens so for the guys that over in America know. So Argos, what they do is say for example, you've got like a Walmart and you've got multiple Walmarts within sort of 20 minutes from each other. But Argos will always say that they've got it online, and then you go into the store and it's not available, not available, not available, not available. And all of a sudden you've got to travel like 4 hours to get it. But because it's not available in certain stores, they then take the delivery away. So you've got to be really, really quick with Argos. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You've got the luxury with Amazon at the moment, so just keep utilizing that for as long as it stays that good for. And then obviously as and when things start to change, it'll start to change. But no, if you can get solid deals elsewhere, because we going by just like the DeLorean. So we stick with the DeLorean today. Let me get this up. There's a reason why I'm doing it. So the best place for DeLorean at the moment is actually Costco. So we know that the DeLorean stock on the Lego website. If we then go to Smith's, it's also gone from inside the store at Smith's, but I don't know what is going on. Is it still available online? No, see, gone. So this yesterday, that was all green. Both of them were green. So that's how quickly this set is selling. I don't know if they've got. I'll come back to Argos for the sale stuff, because as it stands, the only place. There you go. Look, so it is a. No, it's not out of stock in Argos as well. It's there you go. That's lied to me. So John Lewis got it. Because I think the cheapest place and the only place that has it left, and this is thanks to Mr. J's Toy Collection UK, is Costco. So we have one or two Costcos randomly dotted around the country, and they have it for 16, I think. John Lewis doesn't have it? Oh, they do, and they sold out as well. So every single place that you could possibly think of getting it has gone. There we go. So Costco, you've got Costco in Cardiff. Yeah, because I would have thought, John, maybe that's one of the better places for you to get deals from is a Costco, because they seem to in the UK have huge amount of stocks. So right, back to Argos. Let's have a look at their offers and deals and sales and stuff. So offers and clearance, high to low. We'll start with these. Well, all the Formula One stuff is gone. Lightning McQueen's disappeared. Obviously, this is still part of their Christmas schedule as well. I don't want to be searching for speed champions, or do I? That'd be the reason why. There we go. Okay. Right. So we have got, what else is there? Hang on. Let's have a look. You can just look at a DeLorean quickly. No. Right, okay. So they have got... Yeah, so it's these three are the big three. Oh, the Bowser's gone as well, and that's still in a sale. So that was yesterday, wasn't it? That was the first sale that went through. Ah, there we go. So going to Costco tomorrow for see if they've got any stock. Jay says we'll be on the Costco crypt next week. We'll be getting it. They're still there. Costco also have the Icons Autumn Cottage Garden model building kit 84 when it's £100, and Fortnite Team Mech Leader for 147 with 30% off. That's really very, very good. So big savings in Argos. And they've got they haven't at the moment got this in a sale. So it's the most sought after modular in human history, apparently. So that's still available. We don't know who's getting the shopping street. We do not know at the moment who is getting that shopping street. Ah, there it is. Soundwave. There we go. Found it, Jay. 30% off. That's a good deal from 160, because don't forget Prime and Bumblebee are disappearing, and Prime has gone. Should come back. They've got the dragon in there. That's full price at the moment, though. And because that's a different thing to look. There's a show about that as well. It's only 12 minutes long, but it's a proper black and white with vibrant color in places. It's very, very cool. Right, so let's go back to the website. We will jump at any deal that you guys and girls know of. We will go to. Just double checking that they haven't put any other new sets on. I don't think they have. They've got the wreath, the shopping street still available with the vintage parade car. They've got the Old Town Anniversaries not gone on to back order, and they've got the love letters. No, that's it. They've all got all those bits and pieces that are still there. No, they never get any Lego near John. Hated John. That's the problem. You can get yourself a horse though, top of the range. See, that's what you want. You need this in your life, John. This will cheer you up. So Jay's got one spare. He can send it over to you. So you did get one of these, Jay, didn't you, today? That's the first thing you asked for, one of these. So the haul, because I'm going through it slowly. So I've done the minifigures, which are good minifigures. And of course, it had to be done, didn't it? It had to be done. So I got it. Picked it up. It's huge. Big box. So yeah, happy with that. I can't really show it off on camera because it's a little bit big. So I do that. You can kind of see it. A lot of detail on the back though, and yeah, I do like the artwork and everything that's on it. So I'm looking forward to opening that up and doing that as a build soon. So a better look at what that is on the Lego website, which is this one just here. Go. That one. There we go. So yeah, that's what I got. Managed to pick this up, which is great. No, nor do we, John. That's the thing. So what you missed out on is on the build up. What happened is the Creel house took away the car, which was this. But then if you got a Creel house, instead of getting the car, you got given a horse. So everybody was really happy that instead of getting something that was important, they got given a horse. But if you went into store, you got them. So I didn't get the shopping street, I didn't get the Creel house, but I still got the giveaways with the Ninjago stuff. So I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it, Shibo. So I am going to be doing this one over the weekend, which will be good. I am going to open this up now, I think, see what this is all about, and then we'll get the first bag or so done, and then yeah, I do want to look at the deals. So I just have to build it slowly as we're looking through the deals, I think, because I do want to start to learn what is going to Lego, and I also want to just scour if the modular has hit. I don't know how many times I just typed in Lego on that search engine. Then it just didn't work. So we've got don't want bestsellers. Are they going to shop all Lego? Hang on, I'll find it. I'll find it differently. There we go. You just got to type in Lego sets instead of Lego and it comes up. So we'll go to newest and see what they've got in John Lewis. It's just there, Shimo. It's you've got one anyway. So what did you want two for? What did you want two for? Fun fact: the owner of Costco has kept the price of hot dogs since he started the business. Oh, well, I'm sure that'll change this year with the cost of absolutely everything. Costco, Mrs. Favorite, loves a beefy length. Oh, I had the poll over half the chat. Oh, the monkey likes a bit of length. You like a you go. I'll behave. I could go both barrels on that, but I won't. That'd be a 3 minutes of fun later on. Right. So we are 44% of Ninjago, 39% for the Lord of the Rings Pokemon. Lego City is at 11. So the only thing is with the Speed Champions, I don't actually know what others are going to bring out because it seems to be the DeLorean and the two little Ninjago sets that I got seem to be the hardest ones to get. Or they sold the quickest. They're not hardest, but they're quickest. But yeah, it's one of those. So they've got what have they got? They've got the tractor. They've got the EV supercar building kit. They've got the Peace Lily plant. This is newest, yeah, because I saw that's really that box is deceiving. That it's a seems to be like a weird shape for Bionicles. Now the rides are obviously completely sold out in the UK. Some of this is on back order as well, so these are a good place to get it from John Lewis. But the only reason I'm looking is that when we're in the queue this morning, people were starting to get panicky about the Harry Potter set selling out, so they started to look at the John Lewis website as a backup. And then if they couldn't get it in the Lego store, then of course they could get it as a backup from there. So you've got basically John Lewis looks like it's got all of its city stuff. The truck's also sold out from there. So I said the van would do well. So the van is on back order in the UK, not so much in America. This also you could get in store today, no problem, but it's not available on the website. And yeah, as we know, the DeLorean. So the three big ones is the 2-speed champion sets and the Cherry Blossom, because the Cherry Blossom worldwide, apart from America, has gone everywhere. It might have gone now in the States because I've not had time to check the website today, but as of yesterday, it was still available. But like this, for example, the Minecraft, which is obviously was available and gone, walking into Smith's store today, it was full of the stuff. So it's just amazing where people order the stuff from and don't think to look elsewhere and whatever else. All right, I'm going to have a quick sip. I am going to open up this box because I feel like I'm a fraud if I don't open up the box. And I said I'm going to be building a set, and I'm 49 minutes in, and I've not even opened the box up. The Enterprise is the only giveaway that's made any impression on me all year. I am not. Yeah, it's the only one that I didn't get. That's it. There's no panic. I'm just saying it's the quickest. It's the quickest stuff to sell out. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like you can get it. You can walk into store and get this in other places. So it's not sold out. But this store here is gone for the email. It's obviously at Smith's, because we saw that today, and all the Speed Champion stuff is selling like hotcakes. But the one that hasn't sold is the one, the Cherry Blossom in the States. Australia, it's 80 days. I think it's 60 days for the UK. So it just seems to be people have gone absolutely ballistic for it on day one, but it's the same stuff across the world. So it's the Speed Champions, the Cherry Blossom, and some of the Minecraft bits and pieces have gone nuts. Obviously, the only thing that people have really, truly got annoyed about is, of course, the Creel giveaway, because that giveaway does anybody know how much that's actually selling for now? Has anybody done any research with regards to that? Actually, the horse has very good pieces. The thing I collect any white pieces are the winter mocks. That's a good call. Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, that's the only problem. The panic is the giveaway, and people were physically running into store. Shibo witnessed it yourself, didn't you? He saw people going running in to getting the sets. Oh no, so no, no, what it was is in the queue, they were basically panicking that because it was with a child, basically, a tiny one, and they took them out for a day out and wanted the Luna house, the new Luna house. So they were looking at the queue and then went on to John Lewis, and John Lewis was in eyesight of where we were. And they said that they've got 3 in the John Lewis store of need be. So that's how easy it is in the UK to get. So yeah, there was just those people panicking about the Harry Potter stuff. Because don't forget, a lot of people on day one, especially with Littlands, it's amazing. When you go into a Lego store and you hear, oh, do you have an insider's card? No, I don't want one. They don't know how it all works. So it's very simple for the people that use the Lego website all the time or want to buy bits and pieces. But yeah, if people go out just to see because they've seen this new set and they've signed up to a Lego email or whatever, the radio stations triple figures on eBay. Ouch. Well, I can't quite believe that within an hour and 10 minutes they sold 60 of those giveaways. To witness, it was so calm. Apart from the first person that went into the store decided to try and rip them off, but they were literally by the front door. So that person looked like a right twonk. But everybody else that was getting them out, thanks very much. And the staff were just literally everybody else was queuing up, and the staff were just handing them to them. So it's £110 for the radio station. What is the? I'm gonna just doing everything I can not to open this box tonight, aren't I? So let's look at Australia. Some of you might have to get your passports out. No, it's gone. Oh no, it's not. It's still there. They've just changed. Finally, they have changed the top. So they're now not pushing the Stranger Things anymore. They've now moved on to their own brand. But at the top, there it is. Still available. So Australia, if you want to jump on a plane and get yourself some, why not? It'd have been quicker to fly to Australia, Jay. You could have got yourself a few, brought them back, given the sets back, and just sold the giveaway, couldn't you? Yeah, see, that's the thing, John, isn't it? And it was the videos that I saw of people yesterday, and Jay was so. We used Jay as an example with Kiara. Drove up, got to the store, I do believe at 11:10, at 11 a.m. opening time. It took 90 minutes to get into the store and then to be told that, oh, you can still get the Creel house, but the actual giveaways have sold out. So there's just from what I can gather, there wasn't that much communication. If you go, as long as there's nothing that's extremely important to you, like for example, the giveaway, just go today, just go on the 2nd. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. And I mean, yeah, there was no panic for me at all. I mean, yeah, the fact that these were the things that I was worrying about. I thought, oh, you're just not going to be able to get the accessories. The minifigures are going to be a right pain in the ass to put together. 10 minutes with another member of staff on a table about what I'm sat on in each individual bins. The only thing that they made a mistake of is they didn't have a picture of if the accessories were correct. So you were just assuming that they were. And they'd mix the legs up with some of the torsos. But apart from that, it was really easy just to get them out. So Jay can laugh now, but yesterday was raging. I could tell by the tone of the voice notes. The was not happy. Yes, that's it. Fellow Q members weren't happy either, but other people got to the store 90 minutes before it opened. So it depends. You were lucky. You still had the opportunity of getting a Creel house. Other people got turned away, didn't they? As long as I have the internet, I'll never go to the Lego store. And well, the only thing is obviously doing that, you won't be able to have your PAB. So that is the only downfall because the PAB is much cheaper, much cheaper. Because the old school tubs, I got 1,000 pieces for, was it 9.99 or 12.99? And individually they would have been like 6 pence, and I got 1,000 of them. So they were my my grey bits, the ones I made all my road plates out of. So you can get serious amount of extra stuff compared to the actual Lego website. But yes, basically, moral of the story is go over to Australia, spend New Year's Eve in Australia or Christmas, you can make your most of it, and just bring back all of the giveaways and pay for your holiday. Because look, still there, still there, still there, and they have a cake. I would go for the cake. They don't have, though, the horse. So they are getting shafted on the horse. That's the only thing. So if you do want a horse, you have to get it elsewhere. But yeah, moral of the story, we're learning. It was, yeah. So it's state. I think it still states that on here, doesn't it? Yeah. So there you go. Look, so it's luckily it's still in Australia. So it says excludes, as you can see, excludes Lego Icon Stranger Things. On the front door by this giveaway, it was exactly the same font, but it says includes everything. That's pretty much what it said. It just said it includes everything, because that word was used. Everything was used, and I was like, oh. So, but it does seem to be, going by again knowledge from other people, but it's only an online thing that they've done it. So in store, you get rewarded for going into store. Basically, that's what I'm assuming that their thought process is. Yeah, so lucky for us. Like I said, I think we said this before, but today was what, 45 minutes going to one of them. There's probably 15 minutes to the next one, and then realistically to Cardiff, it's probably another 15-20 minutes. If we go the other way, you've got another one that's 45 minutes. So I can get to 4 of them. I could go to a big one in an hour and a half at the Legoland Park as well, and that's just the Lego store. So very, very lucky where we are. But when you get the Lego, when the factory opens up, hopefully that'll be a game changer for you. No, I don't know what their stuff is selling out, because they've got a lot of stuff in Australia on an 80-day back order. So again, if we just use like what we know is selling, so like the Speed Champion stuff, it's the same pattern. So back order. It's the same 3 cars. So everybody wants it. Not as big, because obviously that's the 12th of January. Other ones are 80 days. But there was other sets that I was using. Was it the artwork, the Paris artwork? So that's the 19th of February. So Lightning McQueen seems to be really very, very popular everywhere. What was it? Paris. It was the Paris artwork, wasn't it? Because the Paris of City of Love went very, very quickly. That's 19th. Because you'll find that the dates will start coming forward again as obviously they start to open up all the factories after New Year. So we'll probably be looking at this again next week, and you'll be like, oh, they're all near enough there or thereabouts. But we know that the Ninjago stuff went into a big one. Has that started to catch back up? No, they've still got the same problem as yesterday. So that's gone past the 80 days. And rather than it saying sold out, it just says coming soon on the 1st of January. So that went past 80 days, and the blacksmith is the 17th. So yeah, we spotted that yesterday, didn't we? We were like, okay. So that one still says coming soon. Everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. See, these are the stuff that you don't normally see as well, the accessory sets. So they're normally in like a Legoland type stuff, where you can buy all these blister packs, loads of them under different themes as well. really cheap, and they can get them open there. The new Lego factory opened up in America. So it's a big brick factory that they're opening over there because America gets their stuff in from Mexico and somewhere else. We get our stuff come in from Billund, which is like an hour and 20-minute flight. And we get our pub. A lot of our pub stuff comes from Poland. So they've got loads of factories around Europe. Australia, they have to, I think they get a lot of their stuff literally shipped in. So yeah, it's a big old factory that they're building there. How much is the Death Star in Australian of the dollar? Let's have a look for you. I can do that. The slice. There. 1499. But don't forget, they had the biggest offer in the world, didn't they? Because I got emailed, it came with the Ewok, which is like $109. Something else it came with the Falcon, and it came with 2 other things. So it was like $400 worth of whatever plus points. So yeah, Australia had a huge deal on that, but I don't know what that works out to be like in pounds. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. All right, 23 votes in, and it's close between. So the Lord of the Rings and Pokemon have re-overtaken Ninjago, and it does seem to be that we've still only had 1 vote for Speed Champion. So Shibo, you're the only one that's voted for that. So Brickford, what time was your family there this morning? Oh, sorry, Scrap Daddy. I do apologize. Scrap Daddy, what time was your day there? I'm just reading everything else up. So hang on. So you see, Amazon has been price matching the Barrett. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. I can't pronounce those 2 sets. The big castle and the boat, the big floater. Scrap Daddy on a spending ban, as I spent too much yesterday. Jay has sent a message that just says full horse while then going on about a large hot dog. He's talking about a massive sausage in 2 different ones, isn't he? I still can't believe we've got beefy length in the chat. Hashtag beefy length. Fortnite Mech Leader is good for 147 and 30% off. Right, I think I've caught up with everybody. Sean is having a slice. Now, is this an actual thing you're having, or is it just an abbreviation for the Star Wars set? Because between you and Jay, I can never figure out what is what. Can never ever figure it out. Oh, late afternoon. Yeah. So they were right in the middle. So yeah, it was. So was the queue still busy in the afternoon then? Because outside the front of the store, where it wraps around that sort of weird bit in the middle, where you can just look down and see everybody. That's where the queue was this morning. That was it. It just went around that one ring. So, I'm just so you don't think I'm a fraud. I have now pushed the tabs open, so we are officially opening this box. Might not have time to build anything, but we are officially opening the box. So what have we got on the inside of this? Let's do a live unboxing quickly, shall we? So annoyingly they've got the tabs on the back end. So now the box is always going to be upside down. They did this with the Santa. Not that it really matters, does it? So we got beefy lengths and a ring being mentioned now. So they got the stickers. So have they got in here? Because I haven't got any further than the first page. Have they got any language? No. Not bad though. The first thing you do is put two pieces together. This should be a nice build. How many little things are there? That's 2, 3, 4. A size of 4, tiny. 5 and a 1er. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. But no, seeing the new stuff today, some of it was impressive. It was impressive. And the funny thing is, didn't look at a single bit of the Star Wars stuff. Didn't look at any of that today, just because of how expensive some of the bits and pieces are. I thought, no, not having a look at that at all. I just went Ninjago. So that was all right for me. Don't do it again, Sean, apparently. Oh, you're late. I see. Well, yeah. It'll be built soon. It'll be built soon. So let's flop that up, because I've opened the box now, so we can flop that up. So hang on. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this big one, and then I'm going to do the 4 blacksmiths after. But like I said, I'm very, very surprised how big the box is of this. So hopefully the build's nice. I hope it's a nice build, because I thought this building was going to be quite small. But maybe, because I thought it's got, I mean, it's not going to be enormous. Talking of length, because we're now on the conversation of length and hot dogs, and Jay's triggered everything off. What was your thought, if you've seen the Creel house, for size compared to the modular? Because what I've heard is a lot of people thought the Creel house is a lot smaller than what they originally thought it was going to be. And I made it very clear to Jay in the truck this morning as we're driving up, it's going to be in scale with the upside down house. Well, we've got Mr. Earth coming, haven't we, for Lord of the Rings? But it could be Pokemon. Pokemon was going to be a big old winner. But it's drawing with Ninjago at the moment. So it's 42% to 42%. So 24 votes in, and we are drawing. Billboard Ballbag Baggins will always be a winner. Well, at the moment, it's tying with Ninjago. So Ninjago's not doing too bad. My deepest apologies, my terrible good sir. Oh, he's got himself some king prawn garlic and sourdough. That's filthy. So, do we think then this modular is now one of the best? Is actually a much better modular in person than what it is online? Because I think going by how many people were picking it up today, it's going to be if I commit and do the first bag, I've got to build the whole bag. Shall I open the first bag or not bother? Because I haven't even started it yet. Oh, screw it. Why not? Why not? Got to do some Ninjago stuff. But yeah, seeing the yeah, I was very impressed with it. Very, very impressed with it. But no, the Crew house, it didn't surprise me with regards to the size of it. But it really is nowhere near a scale for like a modular type thing. I think you would struggle without modification, excuse me, to make that fit with modular stuff. I think you would struggle. So it's my days. There's a lot of small pieces in that bag. There's a lot of big pieces, but there is literally single studs. Oh, it's the base, isn't it? Where they're all. Oh, right. I see. Right, I've officially put 2 pieces together, so I can have a break. I don't feel like a fraud. Yeah, honestly, that modular, it's amazingly different. Like the colors are really good on it. The shape is nowhere near as vicious. It's a really nice tunnel through. The biggest letdown, and I think we can all agree on this, is just the back. It looks like it's just been abandoned. They kind of got to that back point and left it. And I said that when I first saw it online. But this one, Sean, it's now an upside down Ninjago thingy. So Shibo is going to open his as well. Well, with the pace you build, Chibo, you'll be building this until next Christmas. So I know you like to savor the moment. But no, the actual very surprised actually. The finished project, the finished product for the new modular in person was very, very good. And once I've done the Ninjago bits and pieces, I might be getting that modular just as long as I can make it work in the theme park. Because I think for myself it would be perfect with the cut through, but I will need to sort bits and pieces on the back. On the other hand, I still don't know how much space is actually on the inside of it, but externally it doesn't look too drastic, because even the front with all the tiles and everything does look smart. But yeah, there was lots and lots of people picking that up today. So yeah, a lot of you have some really nice things to be excited about, and the giveaway is a good size. I mean, obviously it's just a car, but the actual giveaway that they give you is a nice size as well. So yeah. Pizza saved. The radio station and Steve's piece are the favourite of the day for me. So I am now looking at hair, am I? Jay, what has tickled Jay's fancy? I didn't have to type anymore. Is the hair for Steve. Oh, God damn. There you go. There's Steve J for you in all of his glory, in his full. Just cover. I can't. There. That's what I can do for you. That's as much as I can give. Steve the hair. Yeah. The figures look great. The figures do look good. But yeah, it's amazing hearing how one store displayed it, and then how one store has it in a cabinet, and one store had it on a table for the kids to absolutely devour it. So what is it? Is it a play set? Is it a kiddie set? Is it an adult? You know, it's like bit of everything. Bit of everything. All right, it's far too many pieces to put them together too quickly. Oh, it's actually his nickname in the show, is it? Ah, Steve the Hare. I didn't know that. All right, 25 votes in, and now Ninjago is now beating Lord of the Rings and Pokemon. So it's close. It is close. Jay, the modular would have looked better in person. It couldn't have looked worse. I wonder. I'm not even going to say who wrote that. I wonder if Jay can figure that out for himself. Where are we? Right, there we go. Caught up. You know what, Brickford? We were having this conversation in the queue. We're having this. We've had a proper Stranger Things talk today, and I am really confused why they didn't do one from each season, because the Upside Down house didn't sell well, and if you remember rightly, the Upside Down house was in a sale because it was nothing. It wasn't released with the show. So it was completely just at random. So maybe they just bombed it. They should have done the lab. They definitely should have done the mall. They should have done a couple of other bits and pieces as well. So what do the big shopping mall? I do not know, because that would have just, if they did it all in the same scale, because the way to look at it is like the Stranger Things scale is its own scale, like what Simpsons is to the Simpsons. So it's just its own thing. So they could have done a few of them if they wanted to. I'll tell you what, if this is just the size of this base, I have, how deep is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've actually, by fluke, I've actually got a space and length for this to go already. I know where I was going to put it, but if this is going to be that deep, it's not going to get any deeper. This is a beautiful size for what I wanted. So that is good. That is good. But I think you can all agree that this set that I'm building now might be one of the more sort of best valued sets that Lego's done in a while. Oh, right. So I'll read it out. Sean says, everyone's opinion for my next build. Right. Ears, noses, and everything else. The Natural History Museum, Snow White Cottage, Harry Potter main length, or the Disney Castle. Now, don't forget, Sean has built 2 absolutely magnificent sets back to back. So the last one he did was Gringotts. So you got Disney Castle, Harry Potter main shaft, the Snow White Cottage, or the Natural History Museum. Right. So we've got Brickford that says Natural History Museum. We've got Scrap Daddy that says History Museum. I think John would say History Museum as well, because that's his favourite modular. So I'll say for John in case he's not here. Jay is snorting Snow White. Natural History Museum sounds great. There we go. That's we're 4 in. Well, to be honest, I was the only one picked up the modular yesterday after the opening. By the time I've left, was only another one sold beside mine. I think people are not. No. I think what it was, Shibo, is every single person ran in for the Creel House, and then I think that the modular will be on ×2. When it goes on ×2 points, it will be on back order, because everybody's seen it and everybody in store was saying the same thing. It looks so much so much better in person. So let me get onto the UK website. I'm eating those sort of sweet and sour things, and they all smell the same, so I can't actually tell, because that one that I had the other day blew my head off. I think it's this one. Oh, I think it is. Oh, it is. I think that. Oh God. Oh, that is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Feel like an elf surprise. So really, Sean, if you had this, I think this is what people would have voted for you to do first, because I think everybody thinks this is the best modular ever made. And then this is outstanding in person. It really is very, very good. And the weird thing is that the actual central piece of this is actually really nice. Whereas this photo, it's square. So it looks like this is a much bigger kick than what it actually is, because you can see that it isn't actually a square shape. So if you brought that round on itself and it was displayed forward facing, which it was in the store, it made a huge difference. Huge difference. What everybody is voting for, which everybody does like this one, all jokes aside, is the Natural History Museum, which is this one just here. As long as you've got the extra length for space, this one is very, 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 very good. But you've got the removable walls on the inside as well on this one, haven't you? So, yeah, you got some. Go away. Yeah, you got some really nice options to get these bits, and it does look very, very good. Very, very good. So yeah, you can see. I think this bit removes, so some of the walls come out to make the internals a little bit bigger. Because this was a massive upgrade. Because I think the one before this wasn't it the library, and everybody kicked off because the library was literally half a room, and everybody wanted a bigger library, so they gave everybody this. This is obviously meant to go in or outside. You can place that in. I do like the Easter eggs with the Indiana Jones whip and literally the pile of poo that is inside the thing that's just there. So, of course, that is Johnny Thunder. So Johnny Thunder is a very, very famous minifigure. So just for Johnny Thunder alone, Sean, I think it should be that. And he's got his own secret office up top. So yeah, you got the bits and pieces. So there you go. That is going to be, assuming everybody agrees that is going to be Sean's next build. So there you go, Sean. That's a foregone conclusion. There you go. It's set up. Natural History Museum it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Jay says the modular was selling well when we were in store, but everything was all Strange Things. Yeah, everything was Strange Things first. But even when people went running in, some people picked up one of each. They're both very similar price points, aren't they? So they're both expensive. That's the thing. So it's not like people have that amount of money to throw at everyone. And of course, as we know, the giveaway is the thing that is the big decider for a lot of people, especially with how hard it is to get now. But no, I think that I was pleasantly surprised seeing that in store today, with how nice it looked. Willy Wonka was on display as well. All jokes aside, that actually was on display. Wonka was still on display with Arkham, and Arkham again is another very impressive set in person. It's just packed of stickers, and we all know that we want the minifigures without the jumpsuits because, well, we just would have been more fun maybe. But it is what it is, and that set is selling. That set is selling well as well. So. Yeah, it was a nice trip, which is good. But no, I am very once I've got the core of the Ninjago sets done, I am going to look at some more of like the modular bits. I haven't built a modular. I didn't build a modular last year. I built the Natural History Museum the same year it was released, and the Natural History Museum was released early, wasn't it? So what's that? I've seen 26, 25, 24, 23 is when I built a modular last. Getting withdrawal symptoms like of building modulars. I know I call myself a collector, and I haven't even got the main core of what kicked off all of the adult stuff in the first place. I should hand in my resignation to my Lego sets, and you guys and girls can fight over them. But no, I would say the Natural History Museum, Sean, is the way to go next because it's a good looking thing. Jay is going to time to egg. I'm not too sure if that's a pun, Jay. I'm not too sure if you actually mean an egg, as in like you're going to do something naughty, or you're just going to cook. I can never tell. The innuendos that come from him is disgusting. Right, well, we haven't typed it in on the website yet, have we? Rhythm is going to be waiting for me to type it in. Type in a bit of Willy, and it is still available. I filmed it, I looked at it, and still I just can't fathom why. We know why, but it's just so expensive. So expensive. But it's there if you want it. It's just not on times 4 points anymore. But it's retiring this year, we think. So again, you've just got to be weary with what it is you are getting, when it is you're getting stuff, and all that kind of thing. So who actually, it's a good point now. Sean's got me off on one. So who's going to be building what this weekend? Because I had some people let me know in the comments of the store video that the DeLorean got picked up from Smith's, which is fantastic. That was Phil. So it'd be interesting if Phil's going to be tucking into that set soon, or if he's going to sit onto it. And of course, by the sounds of it, we've got a couple of people waiting for blacksmiths that might be arrived. Well, a lot of people then going by the pre-orders. That's when they're all going to be arriving. So if you've ordered stuff on a pre-order, going by BOP, then actually BOP, I'm making up a made-up word now. So Oppa is waiting for the blacksmith, which is arriving tomorrow, and that's pre-ordered. So if you did pre-order anything, double check if you've got an email coming from DPD. Sean says he's going to pick up his Willy at some point. Ultra Bricks has the U-Wing to build from Black Friday. Plan to get that DeLorean. Ooh, when are you gonna? When are you thinking of getting the DeLorean? Oh, from Costco. Ah, yeah. Yeah, because that is in a big money off at the moment. So yeah, this is just sales continuously sales on. Right, I'm going to show you the minifigures in a second. Kai looks great. And he's got his dragon. Yeah, he's got his dragon sword. And then Wu, with his flip-flop print, looks smart as well. Oh, if I can actually get it, I'll put it in his hand in a second. So, Wu, nice clean white. I think he's got his cup of tea in one hand, hasn't he? I didn't actually look. Good grief, he's got a grumpy face. We've got a grumpy Wu. Look at this. Grumpy he is. Like a miserable Wu. So even got a frowning set of eyebrows. That's got to be a new face print because he's got extra crinkles on his face, and the beard is really long as well. He is one grumpy person. Can't wait for the DeLorean. Oh, I can wait for the DeLorean. No rush. There we go. All my pre-orders coming Monday. Got 4 deliveries from DPD. Well, that's gonna be good fun. They're going to be, hopefully they're going to be in the same order, and not because what's happened before is that the DPD driver for me has dropped something off, gone, and then come back. I was like, well, it's in 4 separate orders. I didn't think to look. I was like, oh, right, okay. And the worst delivery experience I've had, and I had to ring up the customer service from the Lego groups. I couldn't understand what was going on. The DPD driver had 1 of 2 packages. They left 1 package here and took the other package back to the depot, and I had to go and get it. And they were like, "Oh yeah, because it's a separate order." Well, it's not a separate order; it's the same order, 1 of 2. So that added on like 45 minutes onto my day at the end of the day, which I was not impressed with. Right, Wu has got his stick and his brew, and Kai the length of his sword. So that's the 2 minifigures from this one. So yeah, if they look that nice, then this is a really, really very, very good, really very good set. I mean, I've not built any of it, as you can tell. We're getting there. Everybody's liked the video so far, guys. Thank you very much indeed. And the poll is 27 votes in. Ninjago's starting to pull away. So that is good. When do you think you're going to build the U-Wing, Ultra Bricks? And so just remind me, Brickford, what sets have you got coming in on pre-order? Because I know you're now on a ban from buying stuff, but what sets are you for the pre-orders? Got it. I couldn't find a piece then. I was like, where is that? But no, this, you could really torpedo through this. Not that I'm going to, but there will be a long build tomorrow, because what I'll probably do is finish this off on the stream tomorrow, and then we'll start the big one while just talking about a load of different stuff like this. So, and then I'll continue it on Sunday, because I didn't know how easy it was going to be to build down here with how I could do it, because you can't see the pieces, but because I can share the screen, it doesn't really matter, does it? So that's where we've got to. That's the base. So it's a half decent size. I'm climbing. I'll be climbing on the back of his van to make sure I get them all out. I really would. I would literally wait to make sure he gives you them all. Sean says, I had to go on DPD. dropped 2 of 3 parcels. I asked if he had the third, which he did, but apparently had to continue his route in order to then come back with the other parcel. Well, that, yeah, that's good planning, that is. Old Bricks might do the U-wing this weekend. Ooh. Well, you might as well. Have you got time? And obviously before the craziness all starts again for next week. I mean, I know a lot of people have either gone back to work today or they've gone back between Christmas and New Year already. Might as try and make the last of the recharging of the weekend, or just relax after a working couple of days. You can't go wrong with it. But I got that carried away at the store today that I didn't even look at the Dragon of Life, which is annoying because I completely forgot. And it's in the video. I didn't think I saw it, but because I picked these up and my eyes just went to the big ones, I completely forgot to actually soak in what was on the Ninjago shelf. But I went in with a game plan and I stuck to it. I did tell everybody that I was going to start off with Ninjago and miss out on a few different bits and pieces between Christmas and New Year, like the Enterprise. But we're now where we're at, and we can make a nice, hopefully, a nice display. And you guys get to see different sets that you might not be interested in as such, because obviously you would never buy these sorts of things. So at least you can get to see the color schemes that are involved and how it all comes together, if you actually care about that thing. And if you don't, there's always going to be plenty of banter and filth as we progress through. And Shibo, have you actually opened up your first bag yet? Because you said that you're opening yours and cracking on. Have you finished it? Or are you just looking at the box, contemplating opening up the tabs? Surprised you're going to start off with this. It's a slippery slope, Shibo, because you've said you've just started to watch the actual show, and the fact that you're opening this up before your shopping street, I think you're going to be in trouble for the future. It's not. It's because you're going to end up wanting the blacksmith and wanting all the 15th anniversary sets. But I was hoping to see this one built, the big one that is, but they still had the workshop built, which isn't too bad, but it's nowhere near to the standard of the other ones. Yes, Sean, I did. Would you like to see them? Anything to stop me from building, so I will happily do that. Would you like to see them? So I got these. I thought you forgot. I didn't think you got to pace yourself, haven't you? Yes, I picked up all of the Ninjago BAM. I didn't pick up the new CMF, but I picked up the BAM stuff. So just for the people that missed it at the very, very start, there'll be a video coming. But you got this cool looking one. I know who they all are, but I'm just not going to say the names for you because you're not going to pay any attention anyway. That one, the pie. Her in an undercover outfit. Pixel is the android who gives Zane a good bone in. Darth, the fake karate champion, and Naughty Lloyd with his catapult. So yeah, they're all there. So it's a good selection. But no, I didn't pick up the CMFs. So I did not pick up the CMFs, which I don't mind. I saw them in the box. They were easy. If you wanted to get some of the actual CMFs, Sean, they're in the center of the store. Really easy to pick up, and yeah, it's Scrap Daddy's little one went in and got it no problem. She went in there and got all of them this afternoon. So yeah, if you wanted to go into cribs, you could easily get the CMF minifigures, and the builder minifigure stuff was really simple to get hold of. So yeah, you've got options if you wanted those, either of them. So I know people buy 2 of the minifigures. They tend to buy them in pairs, don't they? Because they put them in picture frames and then they put them in their display. And to be fair, the minifigures in a picture frame does look very, very, very good. But I just never because I will try and get back up to Cribs in the next week or two, because they've got the Spider-Verse figures, and I haven't got a single Spider-Verse character, so I need to sort my life out with that, really. Done a thing. Done it wrong. There we go. Oh, I tell you what, if this was over a 5+, I'd be in trouble, wouldn't I? I wouldn't have the brain capacity to put this together. In all fairness, though, I am doing it in the dark, so more than likely I'm putting most of these pieces on backwards, but we should be okay. But yeah, there's a lot of detail, which is good. But once I've built this, I will put on a couple more episodes of the show and think to myself, I want the Arc Dragon. Now I'm in trouble, so I'm gonna help and educate everybody, because it's going to be my money that'll be spent. So you've got Arc Dragons, okay? So the Arc Dragons tell a story. They're basically the arc of the story. We all know about an arc and all that kind of thing. But I was reading that they might be doing these instead of doing the bigger dragons, which is of course the Source Dragons, and they've already done a Source Dragon and it was huge. But if they start to think of doing the other Source Dragons, I would be very interested in those. But one of the Source Dragons is just retired, so I don't know whether to get it in case I'm going to make a display with it later, or just be like, no, not today, and not do anything with it. Yeah, see, yeah, oh, yeah. So I've got that same display case. So I'll get it up for people across the pond, because they're not going to know what that display case is. So we're very, very lucky over here. It's still on the website. Yeah, these are lit. So you've got them for cars now as well. Oh, they've added new ones in. So you've got the 80. You've got Hot Wheel one now. So these are all new since I've last looked. So this one, incredible display case. You could probably get 100 characters in there, no problem. And the LEDs are very, very good. I've got one. I've actually done a review on it as well. So if anybody actually cares, I did a review of my shed, of all places. But yeah, I don't know if you can get this in the States, but it's a really handy thing to have, really cost effective, and it works. It works well. Yeah, it works really, really, really well. Let's catch back up the chat. All the Speed Champions, 2 orders. The large Iron Man. See, the large Iron Man was available in store, and I was saying, I wonder why nobody's bought this. Literally 3 people in a row just took it off the shelf. So it's people coming in waves and getting the different sets today. May take a trip on Sunday after all the. Well, it should have calmed down now, Sean. You should be good, because after the first day, it's all okay. It's all right. So tomorrow you should be absolutely fine going to Cribs, because the chaos was at Cabot's. Cribs was a breeze today in comparison. That is. Schuber says, yeah, probably pick up the Blacksmith and the Old Town set down the road. Oh, by the way, there'll be a 4th and final set coming with the final exclusion collectible. Yes, I know there is. I'm glad now. See, somebody else has actually clocked onto this. So Jay says to me that he doesn't listen, because I've been trying to tell him stuff. He said it in a much more positive way, but it's clearly he just doesn't listen. I've been asking the question, and if I've worked it out properly, that I have only counted 6 collectible figures over all of the sets, because there's one more set to come out in March. I have no idea what that set's going to be, but they could be naughty and give us another really big set later on in the year. They've never done that before, but the fact that they've started with the Old Town at the start of the year, I wonder if we're going to get another 15th anniversary special set as well, because have got the mech, but I don't want it to be like a big car or anything. So yeah, I don't know what the other collectible minifigure is going to be, but it'll be interesting because there's so much stuff that they could do. It could be anything. And Scrap Lady said, we need to get another one. Go for it. Well, they're there, aren't they? So they had been ransacked today, those Smiths. Me and Jay went in there on the way back from the Lego store, and it looked like a tornado had gone through that place. It made the Lego store look really neat and tidy. Smiths just looked like it had been absolutely battered. And you got the cherry blossom artwork as well, Brickford. So and something else, you've got some of this because that cherry blossom is obviously on such a big back order. It's good that you've managed to. It's good that you managed to pick that up because it's always nice to get the stuff, I guess, as it comes out. But sometimes you forget about sets that you like, and then all of a sudden, it's on the retiring list, like we were speaking about the other day. And then before you know it, you think, "Oh no, you miss out." Time just disintegrates very, very quickly. But no, there's the big mech to come out in March, so that might be my next big purchase. Actually, the mech. I'm not a massive fan of those. It's not my sort of I've never really I've never had any use for them because of a theme park perspective, and I was at a push thinking of what I could have done with the Transformers ones, but because of what this one is. I am going to do it as a photo opportunity in the theme park and just see if I can make it work. But I just hope that the last set is a good one. But I just don't know what price point it's going to be. But the question is, when is it going to come out? Because there'll be another wave of stuff halfway through the year. So we got that one random mech coming in March. I don't know when the next series 4 starts. So that's why, Shiva, I was saying you might want to just tuck into the Rising Dragons first, because obviously the sets will start to spoil the show. Because Lego like to do that. They like to spoil their own stuff, don't they? That's what that looks like. So I haven't made too many mistakes, so we're okay. We're all right so far. So we're churning away. There we go. But no, this is very, very nice. A lot of gold pieces left, so I'm assuming they're all going to be added after. Because do we know of any other new themes that are coming for 26? Has anybody heard anything yet? Because we know Pokemon. We know Pokemon's a thing. But is there anything else that hasn't really been spoken about yet, or it's in the pipeline? Because I don't know. I haven't heard of anything. But then I only hear about it from you lot. You guys tell me all about it. I haven't got a clue for half of the stuff. I'm in my own bubble most of the time. Anyways, there's a little display on the back of this, obviously, isn't there? So obviously I'm not gonna. Oh yeah. Oh, so Wu has the teapot's not in Wu's hand. I wonder if this is where Wu and his brother could also sit. So don't forget a lot of the characters are first ever time getting them. That's why this is such a big hoo-ha about everything. No, I didn't put Kai's armor on. That does look smart. Yeah, he looks good. So he's got just put Kai's shoulder pads on, so he does look smart. Mark, hello. Well, hello there. How are we? And good evening to you. Looking forward to the project Hail Mary. When is that coming? Do we know? When is that When's that starting? Because you said that last time. I got the set mixed up, didn't I? I got it mixed up with something else. So it's not what I thought it was. Oh, so hang on. New licensed Lego sets for March. A new licensed Lego set is based on Project Hail Mary, currently in the works, but that's coming in March then. Do you have any idea what they're going to be? Oh, there's been an update on it. I'll read it out for everybody. Project Hail Mary sets rumored for early 26. So they're possibly going to be following in the Dune model footsteps with a homage to Project Hail Mary. It's claiming that the sets could cost anything between $90 and $100. This is obviously this is actually coming from Brick Fanatics, but they're just saying it's stuff that they've read online. So they're just obviously they haven't got a clue. It would be the first time that Lego Icons has delved into a science fiction movie based on a book, starting with Dune in 24. It would still be an uncommon move for the Lego group to make. The rumored 2026 model is stated to feature far fewer minifigures in the Dune build, with 2 figures instead of 8 that appear in the Hopter. It's according to believed to be smaller and more affordable, including 826 pieces at most for $100 rather than the 1,300 at 164. It's going to be item number 11389. And it says, and they've used my phrase, take it with a pinch of salt because it's still an unofficial announcement. So that is potentially March. So there you go. If that's potentially going to be March. I want to build bag 2 now. I'll see if I can just stomp through 2. I'll stop after this though. I'll stop after bag 2. Or stop halfway through bag 2 just in case. But we've got Jay. Is Jay on this? Is Jay here? Or is he still cooking his eggs? So this is old school Jay is what we're looking at now with his feather duster. I don't know if Jay will be happy with his feather duster or not. No. You're doing the right thing starting at the beginning, but the Rising Dragon, basically how it starts, it's not hugely important to watch. Definitely watch them, but I would watch the Rising Dragon stuff first. It doesn't spoil anything previously. They just talk about stuff that's happened. But what will happen for you is Lego are releasing all the new sets, and the sets are part of the TV show. So it depends on how it is you want to do it. But there's so many seasons, whereas the Rising Dragons you can get through it in a couple of weeks and then go, actually, yeah, I want to binge and go deep dive into the next 13 seasons, and it's going to take you ages. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, so yeah, because again, we were speaking about this before about Lego and Netflix having some sort of collab. It just seems to be that obviously for the One Piece stuff, they did loads and loads of stuff, and Strange Things they've hardly done much at all. So I just wonder why they haven't done a huge amount of things for the Strange Things, but they just haven't. I don't know. But no, actually, she was thinking about it. Just watch it how you are, and then you can just, by the time you get to the newer sets, it'll still be a surprise to you. So yeah, you watch it however it is you wanna watch it. But yeah, the Rising Dragon, it's completely same characters, but it's just completely different. It's a continuation, but yeah, it's just different. So yeah. Sheba says, yeah, good point. Mark, hopefully you're all right. Yeah, hopefully everything is good. Yeah, it's going to be, because I don't know if they are. What a figure this is. Samurai. Figure I didn't think I'd ever own, because this thing was the set for the cave for this is outrageously expensive, and it's literally the size of like a little bat cave. So because it's so old now, this is the thing you got to remember. Ninjago, some of these sets you're looking at a long time ago, because it's obviously one of their most successful IPs. Because I wonder how much more expensive sets would be if they didn't have Ninjago in their arsenal. Because what you've got to remember is that Ninjago is a huge theme park property as well. And obviously, because it's their own IP, they don't pay all the extra fees and all that kind of thing. But without it, would it have cost more money, or do you think it would have been okay? That's a very odd helmet design, isn't it? I'm going to get that one on. I need to see what I'm doing on that. It's too dark for me to see that. So I will put her together at the very end. But no, she looks fantastic with her full print. Right, we're doing the bits and pieces at the back. All right, let's catch up with chat quickly. Yeah. You do it how you want to. You want to do it how you want to do it. I'm just thinking from a perspective of if you wanted the sets, but the 15th anniversary stuff is not to do with the Rising Dragon. That's what you got to remember. So all of the stuff that you're interested in is actually from the show that you're currently watching. So stick with that, and then if you wanted any of the other stuff, you could get it at a later date. But there's nothing that I've ever picked up apart from the much larger modulars over the whole time the show's been out. So if you're going for the more detailed sets, you've got them already, so you're fine. So yeah, you'll be good. So what do we think then? What else could the Lego group do if they are having a nice time with Netflix at the moment? What is it they could do from a show perspective? What other IPs would you like them to do that you think potentially could sell well? Yeah. What would you like it to be? So it's obviously Netflix own stuff, isn't it? It's not what an amazing thing that is. Nice. But yeah, I have to teach you the language, Shibo. I'll have to send you over how you can actually translate all of the writing on this to English. That looks smart. Very good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm holding my hand up now. I do apologise. I'm just saying. I'm just going to apologise now. Just don't try and backtrack anything, because the older sets are biblically expensive. You've got the blacksmith is an opportunity for you to get now, whereas to try and get that before was more money than what this one is. And then of course, the legacy range is a redo of sets that have already been done, because the Lego group even said that they're redoing them because of how expensive they had got. So they then started to run two themes basically parallel to each other before the Rising Dragon stuff came out. So now you've got the legacy stuff, which is just obviously redos, and then you've got the Rising Dragon. So yeah, you've got two shows on the go, but one of them has stopped. And yeah, the Rising Dragon stuff is obviously ticking over. But I said to everybody, if you want to get down a rabbit hole from nice builds, good piece usage, nice final displays, you can live it through me because that's my project for the start of this year. And if you guys can go start to spend some money, I apologize in advance, but it'll be worth it, possibly. I mean, if you don't like it, then I'm sorry. But no, it's been around for so long. Like you got hotels with the hotel rooms of the Ninjago theme, which cheeky really because they're much more expensive than the other hotel rooms, but they know how popular the show is. And then all the rides and stuff that they open up at all the different Legoland parks around the world. So it's a hybrid show really. It's meant for little ones and big ones about. So it's one of those. And obviously now you can see how popular it is with how quickly all this stuff sold. But what I am intrigued about is that pin system, as you can see with me putting it together. I've got holes on either side, so I can pull the Technic pins out and go one side or the other. But if you didn't have any spare Technic pins, can you do both on either side? Sean is falling. He's going through. Follow the sound of my voice. Rick and Mai, that's a good call. That is a good shout. 31 votes in, and Ninjago is now starting to pull even further ahead. So quite clear. It doesn't matter if I just put Lord of the Rings in a poll. It's not always going to win. The voice in my head, Ninjago. I know, yeah. It's when you start getting the theme tune stuck in your head, because I was humming that all day today. Dee 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 dee. It's the same thing at the theme when you go to the theme parks and you just hear it as you're walking around, and you just start humming it the whole time. Jay is refusing to watch the show because he knows he's going to spend too much money. So, yeah. He says he likes a good dragon, but even still, he won't do it. Smudge. A smudge beside me. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. That's it. It's yeah, you could fall down a slippery slope. I've even said to Sean, it's on ITVX, but just be careful. They're all on there. They are all on there. But there is a reason why it's been going so long. Because what you've got to remember is this replaced Shima. Now, does anybody remember Shima? Because it was their own IP thing. It was their own show. They created a theme park land for it, and the whole thing bombed. It tanked. And I got a very, very funny feeling. Dreams was supposed to be their next Ninjago line. And then somebody's obviously come up with this amazing idea of this new show because it had got to the point where it pretty much run its course. And how they've now done it is how completely spiced everything up and it's a completely different thing. I just wonder what they're going to do. Because obviously with Friends, they, after, I've never followed Friends. I've never bought any of the sets. I've never watched a TV show, but they had to replace all the characters because they just got too old. Whereas what they've done with the ninjas, they've just kept them the same age and they've just introduced a serious amount of different people. But yeah, Shima was supposed to be a much bigger success than what it actually was. And it didn't work very well. So yeah, it's not fun. They did make a laugh and joke about it in one of the episodes, I think. The Shima team were just sat on the floor, bored or something. You doing, Smudge? You coming up? Mudge. Mudge. No. Not interested. Not interested. Right, I just need to move the door. What are you doing? You going to sit on the sofa? Come on. Hey. Mudge. He's looking at me like, why is there so many Lego boxes on the floor? It's like, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. You showed all the stuff off. I've got nothing on your seat. I'm getting a really dirty look from Smudge. And he's such a bulldozer that if he pounces, he's going to take my head off. You going to sit down? Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe for a few more minutes. Right, I've got not too much longer to do, and I'll get this bag done, and then we'll start to wrap things up for the evening. And then I am, like I said, I'm going to be tanking on with this tomorrow and Sunday. So that's going to be my weekend. I'm going to be building the Ninjago stuff for the new area. But yeah, so my plan is obviously this one that I'm doing now. There'll be an unboxing video for the big one tomorrow, so that'll be uploaded tomorrow evening, and we'll get that opened on the live stream tomorrow and start building it tomorrow, and then that'll continue into Sunday. And then we got the blacksmith after that, so I'm happy that I have sets to build again, because I didn't have anything, and I have got stuff ready to be repaired if I run out of sets again. So I am organized for random building live streams and just random Lego stuff as well. All right, what's going on? Let's catch back up with everybody in the chat. Yeah, it could be Sean. I mean, he's looking at me like I'm not too sure if he's going to eat me or he's going to fall asleep. Smudge. Come on. Make some space for him. Get this out of the way. There you go. Hopefully you won't. Yeah, that's it. So, but yeah, that tumor just didn't really go very far at all. So, yes, sometimes it's hit and miss. They try these things and it fails, and then they strike gold with other things, and they do what they can with it. But no, as long as your sets are on the way, you're happy. It's good to know that the pre-orders are on their way in as well. So at least now, I wonder how many people next year, because I said this in the video, didn't I? I wonder how many people will stay up till midnight next year and just order bits and pieces, or wake up early and just get the bits and pieces ordered so they don't miss out like they did today. Because the only thing I couldn't quite get is, with going back to this whole Stranger Things sort of craziness that's happened, is that every single person that queued up for the store had the opportunity before the store opened in the UK to get it online. So I'm assuming people just wanted to build it day one because they got time off before they go back to work on Monday, or, it's New Year's Day and they want a New Year's Day build. But is it worth the risk of not getting the giveaway because you want to get it in store? Only because we were all up at that time, weren't we? We were like, oh yes, it's there. It's not a problem. It's easy enough. It's easy enough to get. And the other thing that I found quite surprised is lots and lots of people were just getting one smaller new set, which is fantastic, but they queued up in that huge queue to get one new set. And then you go into Smith's, which obviously, as you all know, in the UK, how that opens up, you just walk in. There's never a queue because people start turning up after it opens anyway. And you could just walk in and walk straight back out again. So I find people's building and buying patterns are completely unpredictable when it comes to stuff, isn't it? It's something in a human nature that just wants us to have something straight away. Because the delivery service is so easy. And we are spoiled, as now the Americans can tell. We're really spoiled where we can get the bits and pieces from. But no. Smudge is looking at me again. I'm hurrying up, Smudge. I will finish soon. I think he's tired. He's like, why are you doing this? No, that's a cool thing. This is a really nice display size. That makes sense. It's not like overpowering. And obviously, you got to remember the price of this as well. But this really isn't. I mean, this is that's 2 bags. And obviously, it's got plenty of detail on, as you would expect from a Ninjago thing. But it's not massive. It's not going to take up a huge amount of space. And you've obviously got the characters then that you can put in on the side there. So prong them off. Or you can ram them in that side. So you can pick and choose whatever it is, how it is you want to do it and whatever it is that you want to do. So, right, that's the second bag done. I will catch up with the chat now. And then I'll start to put these pieces away. Right. So so that's it's there or thereabouts, isn't it? There's a lot of changes in it. The Harry Potter I've spun round the other way, or I'm going to spin round the other way. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's a starting point. But I'm just going to be focusing on the Ninjago aspect of stuff at the moment. But guys, that's it done for now. So I will smash a load of this out tomorrow, and then we'll do a long build on Sunday and Saturday. So, and then we'll do probably a lunchtime, like a 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon UK start tomorrow, just for a 3 or 4. We do like we did before, like a 3-4 hour build, and then we'll just see what Sunday brings. So I'll let you guys go say goodbye to each other. Thank you very much for keeping me company this evening. So Ninjago now is smashing Lord of the Rings after 32 votes. It's 50% to 34. So I agree with that as well. I think the Ninjago is torpedoing. So I'm just going to end that there. 32 votes in, and Ninjago, I'm afraid, has taken your Lego City, Sean. So your Lego City and Speed Champions. So yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what the rest of the year brings. So thank you, everyone. Hopefully you have had whatever you're building, whatever you're going to be building. Catch up with me with it tomorrow. If you, like I said, there's a little video from Cribs if you want to see all the new stuff on the shelf and some of the bits and pieces built, because it is a nice video. But I will catch up with you all tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.